Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Monday, August 25th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad you're joining us here on this Monday slate to start the new week. We got 3 on the diamond for you. So, hey, make sure you subscribe. Give us a thumbs up as well. Greatly appreciate it. And hey, if you want, flip on that notification bell. You'll get notified when this video drops, and you can grab the best of the number with us. As we always do, we'll get to the cappers, see how their weekend went, and then we'll get right to the 3 we got on the diamond for you. So without further ado, head on over to Al. How are you doing here on this Monday, Al?
Doing good. I was coming off a pretty good weekend and looking to keep that rolling to this new week. And yeah, looking forward to some more baseball. I know my Dodgers in the midst of a very rough series here against Ramon's Padres, but hey, guess worst we could do is split when you add it up with the last series, right? Still alive though, and waiting for this another close one here going, and should be a good one to wrap Sunday up. But yeah, go Dodgers.
Head on over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Monday, Ramon?
Yeah, this shirt, this is purple. This ain't blue, Dodger blue. Fuchsia. I don't know what this is, but it's not Dodger blue. That's for sure. So it's Monday. Oh my God! Man, that was a quick week. We had that football action that kind of made it go faster. And wow, I can't believe it. What a great week this is going to be. Let's kill it here on Cover the Spread.
Definitely looking forward to the new week of sports we got covered here. So let's get to it. Without further ado, we're going to kick it off. Minnesota taking on the Blue Jays here in the new series in the Rogers Center to start the week. This is Al's game. He's going to get us going. Twins or Jays here on Monday.
Yeah, we're getting the week started with what should be a great pitching matchup here as the Blue Jays send Max Scherzer to the mound when they host Joe Ryan and the Twins. I still think the Blue Jays are the better team here with a better lineup, and yes, in my opinion, still the better starter here. Ryan may have the better season overall, but again, still think that Scherzer is still the better starter in my book. And actually coming into this one in better form than Ryan. Ryan coming off a rough start. And again, I think he'll be going up against the better lineup here than Scherzer will be facing. So, again, should I don't expect too many runs in this one, but I expect Toronto to get a few more across the plate than the Twins with their lineup. And Scherzer just has some absolutely ridiculous, not the biggest sample size, but he's out just 3 hits and 24 at bats to this lineup. So I'm going to expect him to have another solid start here. As I said, he's coming into this one on fire. So expect him to have another good one here and lead his team to victory. Could take just the first 5 if you want to leave the bullpens out of this one. But I think he goes deep enough and does well enough to get us the win on the full game. So I'll go Blue Jays money line full game.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing this one? Twins or Blue Jays here on Monday?
Yeah, I think Al, kind of said it the way I see it, right? That Scherzer should have a pretty strong game here. I mean, he's been so solid over the last month or so. Good numbers against this Minnesota lineup as well. And, maybe a little bump in the road here recently for Joe Ryan, but I mean, he doesn't reflect in the stats because he's been so solid this season for sure. So I would think that Ryan could come with it here, maybe because the Twins have kind of faltered. I've been actually saying that he might be the type of pitcher that could mail it in, but I think the numbers are still solid here. He's a prideful guy and still having a pretty terrific season. He wouldn't want to screw that up too bad. I'm going to go under in this one with Minnesota and Toronto, mostly banking on Scherzer to have a really quality start. Can you believe that Max is heating up just at the right time for the Blue Jays, and that's good news. So I'll go under here in this one with Ryan and Scherzer on Monday.
Yeah, definitely good news for the Blue Jays and Max heating up. His last 5 starts have been all quality starts for Scherzer and the Blue Jays and company when he's on the bump. So he's definitely figured it out. Joe Ryan, hey, he's already faced the Blue Jays once this year. Guess what? The Twins got the win in that start too. It was a 6-3 win at that one. Joe Ryan went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits. But if you look in that outing, back in June 8th it was. He got 3 walks in that outing. We know this Blue Jays team very good at having a good eye on not taking some crappy pitches. So I think they do that here again, and they're able to get Max Scherzer some run support. I'm going to take the Blue Jays here in the first 5. lay the run line there, lay the half a run that you will have to lay with the Blue Jays in the first 5, because I think they can get Scherzer some run support and get us that first 5 win. Get the Blue Jays in the first 5 in that matchup. The start of the week. All right, let's head on over to game number 2 that we're going to get going here on Monday. New series, we got Arizona heading into Milwaukee to take on the Red Hot Brewers in Milwaukee. This is Ramon's game. He's going to get us going. What do you like here in this one, Arizona or Milwaukee?
Yeah, the Brewers aren't winning them all anymore, but they're winning most of them. May have had a little bit of a meltdown there on Sunday, but get Woodruff back in here and look. You could say that Woodruff is due for some regression, right? Well, of course, when you're out there winning every game and have the best numbers in the league. Again, it's only been around for 8 or 9 starts this season. So still the Brewers have won 7 of those 8 starts, and he has a 2.47 ERA and 2.02 BABIP. So the numbers don't lie. I think here when it comes to Woodruff, you got an Arizona team here definitely trying to do something here late. They're just taking around 500 right now, a couple games below 500. And I'm going against Rodriguez here is really what it is, guys. He's never put it together this season, and going back here you kind of wonder if he'll ever get it back here at this point. 5.4 ERA this season, 350 BABIP. Those are just really bad numbers, and now you got to go on the road against a Milwaukee team likely steaming here out of the weekend. So I'm going to have to take the run line here. They're obviously a pretty big favorite here overall in this one. I mean, Milwaukee, that's just what you got to deal with now with Milwaukee, but I'll go ahead and lay this run line here. I mean, they're practically $1.75, $1.80 in this game. So give me Milwaukee -1.5 with Woodruff over Rodriguez.
Headed on over to Al. What do you like here in this one, Milwaukee or Arizona?
Yeah, so many ways you could attack the Brewers here. You could look at the first 5 run line. I think is another good play. You could obviously I would take the -1 here on the full game of the home team. You could also look at the Brewers team total over, despite Rodriguez actually having some decent numbers against this lineup. I think they can eventually get to him, especially the way he's been pitching lately. And then if not him, then they should get to this Diamondbacks bullpen. So could definitely look at the Brewers team total there. And a little prop that might hit is Bryce Durang. No RBIs yet, but he's got 3 hits and 5 at-bats against Rodriguez. So well on his way to that RBI and batting 7th here. Expected to be batting around there. Should get a nice plus price on his RBI prop.
And for me here in this matchup here, Brewers Arizona, I'm gonna look at the Brew Crew here in this one with Ron. I'm gonna grab him here in the first 5. I think they're easily able to get to Rodriguez, as Ramon alluded to. They already seen him once this year, a while ago. You got to go all the way back to April 11th, the start of the year. Arizona came. They were in Arizona for this matchup, though, but still faced Rodriguez. He went 6 innings in that start, gave up 6 hits, gave up 3 earned runs, couple walks as well. So Arizona won that game 7-0 in that matchup, where they got 3 off of Rodriguez, and I think that's what they do. And push Woodruff back for give him another day of rest for this spot here on Monday. So I like that. Nothing wrong with having a little extra day of rest for Woodruff, which we know his last part wasn't the greatest, but nothing like an extra day off to cure the blues. As Ramon said, hey, sometimes those Sundays happen, that those blips can't win them all, but I think they do bounce back here with concerted effort. I'm going to take the Brewers here in the first 5 in that matchup. Head on to the final one we got on the slate for Monday. We got the Angels in to take on Texas. This is a game I love, so I'll get us going here in this one. You look on the bump for the Angels is Soriano. And you know what? How many times has he faced Texas this year? 3 starts he's had against Texas this year. And the results have been Texas wins 3-1. Texas wins 13-1. Texas wins 6-3. On the other side of the bump, though, it was the Eovaldi in one of those starts. It was Corbin on the other side of one of those starts as well. And then it was coupled with the Eovaldi, Soriano and Eovaldi. But for me here, you look at DeGrom going for Texas, rolling along. He had a couple bumps, had dealing with a little bit of injury issues, but rolling along here now, and especially at home where he pitches his better ball. You look, his last few starts have not been the greatest, but he goes 5 innings. And his last start was good against the Blue Jays. I'll give it to him there. So it's taken this will be his 4th start back since dealing with stuff. So for me, it's DeGrom at home against the Angels. They've seen a lot of each other, but for me, it's just DeGrom at home. Over the last 2 seasons, when he's favored of a -150 or higher, he's 14-2 in covering that run line. And also Texas at home this year, when favored -150 or more. Hey, they're 17-2 this year as a home favorite. I love Texas in this spot. I'll grab them on the run line. Get a little bit of plus price with that one. I think they win by 2+. I might even extend that up to the -2.5. But for here, take Texas on the run line and this one over the Angels. Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Angels or Texas on Monday?
Yeah, they start their final series of the season. And, Rod, you look at the season series here this year. You mentioned several of those games, right? Well, the 7 games that they played in Anaheim all went over. And the 3 games that they played here in Texas all went under. So my sophisticated handicapping here would say this one's going to go under. And I know it's kind of funny there, but look, we know Texas games always go under here. DeGrom's kind of found another groove here. And we're not kidding. I mean, these Texas games have been like this all year. And that series, you mentioned it, in that series, there were only 16 runs scored in the 3 games. And you mentioned, Soriano did pitch in one of them. That was the Corbin game. So I've just got to go under here with DeGrom continuing to roll. And Texas certainly still plugging away here. We know the Angels have done a nice job here, but I'm going to go under here. I think Soriano can at least keep the form in some of these Rangers games at home. Give me the under with the Angels and Texas.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Angels or Texas here on Monday?
Yeah, not a bad look there with Soriano, who actually has some pretty decent numbers against this lineup. But 2 guys that have hit him well are Wyatt Langford, who's got 3 hits and 5 at-bats with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs against him. Also, one of my favorite guys, Corey Seager, has got 4 hits and 9 at-bats with a home run and 3 RBIs against him. So I'll take both of those to get us an RBI. And, that's how I'm going to, again, I agree with Ramon again. Maybe we don't see too many runs in this game, but I think these guys should help us get at least 1 each. So take a shot on them.
Definitely. When they smacked him up, Corey Seager hit a home run, and Langford there smacked one off of Soriano earlier in that 13-1 beatdown of the Angels. So let's do some more of that here on Monday to start it. Get those home run props. Hey, that wraps up Monday's action. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate everybody that joins us here on Cover the Spread. Hey, let us know in the comment section what you think of the 3 games we covered. Or, hey, let us know what your favorite play is on the Monday's action. And as we always do, we'll do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the Blue Jays here in action hosting the Minnesota Twins. This is Al's game. He says, grab the Al special. Take the Blue Jays -1. Then we got Ramon's game. He says, take the Brewers over Arizona here in this one. Big bounce back. Take the Brewers on the run line in that matchup. And then, hey, we got the Angels heading into Texas to take on the Rangers. I say DeGrom and company win by 2+ as well. Play the run line there in that matchup. Hey, thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate everybody, as I alluded to. Let's make it a good start to the week and do what we always do, and that is cover the
Spread.